We've talked about this yesterday and today. The first responders, they displayed so much bravery in those Boston bombings.
And now a day later, 2 Wisconsin police officers were honored in the state capitol for their courage under fire. Fox 6's Mike Lowe reports now from Madison.
They saved lives at the Sikh temple shooting back in August. Tuesday, they were honored as hometown heroes by the legislature here at the state capitol.
The assembly greets Lieutenant Brian Murphy and Officer Sam Lenda with a standing ovation. The 2 Oak Creek police officers were honored.
I'd like to give you the Hometown Hero Award
for their extraordinary efforts under fire at the Sikh temple shooting last August. Lenda was the officer who put an end to the rampage when he shot and killed the gunman, white supremacist Wade Michael Page.
We did confront evil that day, and it walks among us. I accept this award on behalf of all the law enforcement officers who responded that day.
Murphy was the first on the scene.
He put his personal safety aside, leaving his AR-15 rifle in his car, leaving his ballistic shield in the car so he could rush out to help victims.
He was shot 15 times, and his valiant fight is credited with keeping Page from killing other innocent people at the temple.
What we did is the same thing that you do, is to put yourself aside for the greater good. And I just want to say thank you again for having us out here. God bless you all, and God bless those responders, those poor family members in the Boston area at the tragedy yesterday.
The act of terrorism in Boston was the unsettling context for this day's ceremony. Assembly Minority Leader Peter Barca named Lenda and Murphy,
putting themselves into harm's way,
as examples of the kind of bravery that was seen at the marathon bombings.
A day like yesterday reminds us that, before we're Democrats or Republicans or conservatives or progressives, most importantly, we're all Americans.
Both Lenda and Murphy say they resist the label of heroes. In Murphy's words, he says he was just doing his job. Reporting at the state capitol in Madison, Mike Lowe, Fox 6 News.
Glad to see the improvements of Officer Murphy.
Yeah.
It's glad that they're both being saluted in this way.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
More on the bombings in Boston coming up.
The latest on the investigation and how the president and other leaders in Washington are reacting to the deadly explosions.